We have over the phone Mayor Rodrigo Duterte.
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor Duterte.
Yes, ma'am. Sandali lang. Nag-adjust kami sa sound, ma'am.
Magandang gabi
Yes,
po.
ma'am.
Ano pong reaction po natin sa 48% na po ang pumasok at leading ka po sa most provinces nationwide?
Well, I'll take it in stride. I would not be led to believe that I am winning, although there is the trend that is very clear. But what I've been doing in the past is it's always a 50-50 proposition. Hanggang the last vote ko na hindi pa na bilang, I am not there until I'm there. Kaya ganon. So, hindi ako nakikinig sa mga statistics or surveys and everything, even the trending and even the counting. I need to rest and I do not invest emotions for the things beyond your control. Hindi ko naman kontrolado kung talagang manalo ako hindi. I just said, keep quiet, go to the mountains. May bahay ako sa bukid. At any time, kung papunta na ako doon, I'll take a good rest. It's difficult. Yung worries mo. At at the end of the day, this is the, well, of course, yung ganito kasi yan may ibang paradigm kasi ako sa buhay. I always I have no I'm a Christian, so I do not have any particular religion now. I always believe in sa Bible. There is the Ecclesiastes 3 which says that there's a seasons of life. Time for winning and a time for defeat. I have never been defeated in my life in an election. Maybe God would give me one. A time for plenty and a time of want, a time to be gaiety and a time to be sad, a time to be born and a time to die. Ganon yan. Pagka it's in your destiny. Destiny, I think, is crafted by God and the people. Yan lang po.
Mayor Duterte, this is Maria Ressa. It is so fascinating. Kumusta ho?
Mabuti, ma'am.
48.53% of the vote in and you are leading by 39%. Ano po ang plano nyo pag nanalo po kayo?
Well, inshallah. Inshallah, I will start fixing government. I will have to establish law and order. I have to go after the drugs and the criminals harshly, very harshly. The kidnappings in this country must stop. As in, stop. I would need time to do that. I have some requirements for the president to really act decisively. It could take maybe months and years because itong sa Pulo is connected with the Mindanao issue. But again, I said there will be a time that itong kidnappings must stop all over the country. I would not allow it to happen every day. Ayaw ko talaga, at nagsabi na ako, sabi ng iba, wala mo yung the bleeding hearts na ako at diktador ako. Diktador talaga ako sa mga kriminal. You can bet your life on that. I will be a dictator for those who are really into crime, especially drugs. But for the others, wala ho akong, you can relax. I'm 71 years old. I really do not know if I can carry on the job until 76 years old if I win. But I pray to God just to give me strength. Simple na ako na tao, kayong matakot. Pero galit talaga ako sa droga. I've been telling it all over the end time. Galit talaga ako sa mga kriminal. At yung kidnapping dito sa Mindanao must stop. But dito sa Hulo, give me time because the issues there are maraming variable dyan. Alam mo, it's also connected with the leaders dito sa mga yung ibang tao nila, yung sa revolutionary fronts. So it's a very complicated thing. And you'll just have to concede to me a little bit of your understanding, especially the Filipino people. I cannot stop it immediately. Give me time and I will do it. Pero yung iba, corruption in government, drugs, I said I'll be harsh. Really harsh. I don't know what's the meaning of that word, but not really cruelty, but harsh. Galit talaga ako. And I would call upon the military and the police to suppress drugs
Mayor,
and criminality.
you were actually, this is the first time that so much national and international attention came and focused on you, and your words rang around the world. There were two instances at the tail end of the campaign that people thought may derail your run for the presidency. That is what you said about the Australian missionary, the rape joke, and then the billions you supposedly have in the bank account. What lessons did you learn during this campaign?
Yeah, I opened my bank account. It was only 17. It's now about 150 because a lot of people have deposited money in my name for that particular account. I really do not know why. But yung initial, of course, was the Trillanes thing. And ito namang 5,000 ko dito sa dollar account, naging 510 kasi nag-deposit si Roas ng $10. Yung basura and everything, and I have some lamentations about some TV networks and newspapers that they allow, yung parang garbage collector kayo sila, and they should revisit journalism as it's being portrayed all over the world. You do not use it as a trust can, tapos pagka i-publish mo lang. And especially other people's name. Hindi maganda eh. Sabi ko yung aggrieved, you can file a case if you want. But sabi ko, I'll just take it as stride. Part of the territory of politics in the Philippines. Really dirty. It's really dirty.
What is your reaction, sir, to the Liberal Party when they kept talking about a return to decency with the assumption, or at least with the implicit assumption, that you and your camp are not decent? How did you react to that?
Well, let's say return to the decency. It means to say that the other guy is indecent. In what manner have I been indecent in this life? I have a bad mouth. It was not a joke about the rape victim. As a matter of fact, I killed 16 rapists in that incident. I was narrating what happened because somebody here in Mindanao was looking for the original tape and they were willing to pay 1 million. Alam mo, daking daba ako. Sinarbatuhan ako ng mga technicians noon na hinahanap nila yung tape. I think it's RPN. I really do not know. Pero yun ang takbo. So, inunahan ko na. So, I narrated my words during the incident. Hindi ko inimbento na it was not uttered to make fun of the rape. Sino ba na maganahan ng gawain yan? It was a narration para maunahan ko na. Kasi pag inilabas nila on the last hours of the campaign, I would no longer have the time to meet the challenge. Kasi may sinabi talaga ako, but it was slang. Slang ng Pilipino yung gano'n eh. Mabuti ka pa, gano'n. Mabuti ka pa, kapangit-pangit mo, ganda-ganda ng girlfriend. It was really all along slang. And I admit uttering it. But it was not joke. The characterization is slang, but it was not a joke.
Okay.
Sino ba naman gustong tumawa niya? Wala naman sigurong, I don't know. Pero gano'n talaga ang bunganga ako. Kasi ako, kaya dumating kami dito sa Davao, talagang sagad kami. So, sa long and winding sacrifice to my country.
Okay, Mayor Duterte, since we've been talking, actually more results have come in. Now, over 50%, this is Natasha Gutierrez, over 50% of votes are now in and you're still comfortably in the lead. And then on top of that, Senator Marcos is actually leading over Congressman Lenny Robredo. Of course, the vice presidential race can still change, but can we get your initial reactions on a possible tandem with Senator Bongbong Marcos as your vice president?
Well, I'm just interested in the numbers of kay Tano. Wala ako masyadong, but as a government employee, I can always work with anybody. Walang problema ho yan. But ang akin kasi kay Tano, because he has my trust and confidence. And that is all. It cannot be placed on anybody's character. Ayaw ko rin but kay Alan, I worked with him. I supported his father. Wala pa yan sila sa politika. Supported his sister, pati si Alan sa election. Magkakilala kami. Buhay pa siya. He was a good man. And it was good to him. Kaya yan na-establish namin na pagsasama.
Okay, Mayor.
But ako, I can work well with anybody. This is not my property. This is the Republic of the Philippines. And whoever is elected by the people to serve the positions, we must work together. Ako, I will not really plead, but I would say na, come, let us talk and we try to establish goodwill so that we can work together. Forget about the hate, kung sino man ang lalabas, and this part of the territory of politics yan.
Mayor, this is Maria again. I just wanted to ask you, in terms of moving forward, you've been very clear and you said that it's going to be about crime, but if you were to win, and again, it looks you are very comfortably ahead right now, if you were to win, what would you make sure is done in the first 100 days in office?
That the interest of the people will be the number one priority. Fixing government, stopping corruption, and I can do that immediately as president. Then I have to go after the drug problem and, of course, the criminals in this country, the kidnapping. Then I will try to formulate a policy sa akin foreign affairs. I will enunciate a doctrine for my problem natin sa Spratly, including how we lost the Scarborough Shoal. And we participate in the economic movement dito sa ASEAN countries, then move forward to other countries. But we must work together with our ASEAN neighbors. And we have to park up the chains of commerce, trade especially, so that we can move forward. I will open investments, if possible, in every region. I'll have economic zones, and they can come, the locators can come, and they'll have the same protection. I guarantee them profits that will be safely returned to them, and maybe we can tinker with the Constitution now about exchanging or amending the 60-40 to make them comfortable. But I may want to say now, Maria, that alam mo, hindi ko talaga tanggapin yung selling of the lands of our country. Hindi ko kaya yan. I will object. I will not sell even half a hectare of the Philippine soil. Ayaw ko talaga. This is really something which I cannot be subject to be compromised. Sharing maybe, but owning lands by foreigners, it's a big no for me.
Sir, I need to ask you, it is pivotal because if you win, you will become the first president from Mindanao. And Mindanao...
Yes, and from the left.
And from the left,
always.
the first
yes.
So how will you, Mindanao has actually, we've seen the results coming in for you from Mindanao. What will you do for Mindanao?
Well, Mindanao is a troubled land. There's an explosion. There is none today. But suddenly there's another one. We have to deal with this problem. And the only way is to deal with the historical problems of Mindanao, because it has radicalized some of the Moro in Mindanao. Kaya sabi ko, but it is connected with the historical injustice also committed against them. We'll have to rectify. I have to talk to them. That is why some people are, castigating me for talking to the NPAs, being friendly to the NPAs, friendly to North, and friendly to the MI. What am I supposed to do? You cannot build a nation by war and hate. We have to talk to the Moro and we have to talk to the left. Wala tayong pag-asa niya na puro gera lang. Ito ba may ibang sabi ng mga military. They want to, sabi na itong Trillanes, magkudita sila. What? Sus Mariusep. These are the guys who can never be leaders.
Mayor,
You do not fight your enemies for all time. You have to talk to them. And you have to make concessions.
Mayor, related...
Iba itong revolutionary front. It is driven by ideology. You cannot win over an ideology. This has been going on. It was in the 70s, I was listening to Maria Sison. I am now 71 years old and they're still fighting. What are we supposed to? Ano yung mga military na gunggong magkudita? Sabi ko, that the word revolutionary lumabas eh. You do that and I will declare a revolutionary government. And I will put all of you inside the prison. Pag ginawa ninyo yan, aristuhin ko kayong lahat, pasok kayo sa kulungan.
Mayor,
Now, the armed forces will choose the renegades or the Republic of the Philippines, the people. Mamili kayo.
Mayor, this is
May ako am
Natasha.
just a player here and it is not forever. But at this time, we must understand that there's a need to build a country. Rebuilding or building a country is not fighting and it is not propelled by hate. That's impossible. No war lasted that by going into total war. It lasted because we have to talk. And if there is surrender, well, we have to accept the surrenderies and talk about them and say, can we talk and have a compromise here?
Okay,
Ganon, hindi yung magkudita ka tapos gera. Well, this gera ito, it started in 1970. How come until now, nandiyan pa yung NPA, tapos kayo pa ang galit? And to think that almost every day of my life as mayor, I've been getting the hostages of the army and the police. As of last week, I had to go to the mountains to fetch a soldier. Wala naman kayong ginawa. Hindi naman yung tinalo ang NPA. At sige, ako pa ang kumukuha ng mga bihag ninyo. God, these crazy guys. That is why, alam ninyo kayong mga military Grand Term, Trillanes ang company. You were educated by the people's money, including me. Because I paid my taxes. I paid for your schooling. Then you go around staging a mutiny, disturbing the peace and order of the day dyan sa Makati. Then you hold up yourself in Peninsula, Hotel Peninsula. What did you do? You sat there and before the cameras, puro hambog, puro brogadasyo. Dumating yung kalaban ninyong mga pulis, nag-surrender ka. Then you say that you have principles in life. Sabi ko nga, for how much did you sell? You were an emissary of President Aquino. You traveled to China 16 times. After your last visit, we lost Scarborough Shoal. How much were you paid for that? I'm asking you because I will dig and dig deep. I will order the Department of Justice. Why the back-channeling that resulted to nothing? Nawala pa ang Scarborough. So anong ginawa mo? Anong ginawa ni Presidente? Wala naman siyang sinabi, go to send the smallest cup of the Philippine Navy. At sinabi, bakit anong ginagawa niyo dito? Amin to. Why are you building? And also the landfill, the soil that was used in the landfill. It was from the mines dito sa Pilipinas. It is just a suspicion. I repeat, a suspicion. But yung mga lupa doon sa Tuban, sa Agusan del Norte, doon sa mine ni Congressman Erese, pati si Gutierrez, pati Roas, that their company, were delivered there sa Spratly Islands, were used by the Chinese to fill up the landfill, to make a landfill and build the structure there sa ngayon nakita. There are missiles there. So, medyo mahirap yan. I will have to deal with China and say, whether you like it or not, that is our territory. That is our exclusive. Huwag kayong... So, whether you like it or not, please understand that is ours. We may not go to war. I will not waste the lives of my soldiers. It will be a massacre, but China has to make a public statement of how we lost the Scarborough Show.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Our claim is historical and legal. And we are ready to... I said, I will avoid war. But I would like to ask America, are you with us or are you not with us? Seems that you are not with us. You're using the Filipino soldiers for just an exercise. If you are really sincere, why don't you send your aircraft carrier over there para matapos na ito lahat? We lost the territory. Then what we do is just to conduct maneuvers and military operations there. For what? For show?
Okay,
And in the meantime, wala naman na ibalik sa atin. Not an inch of what was lost was returned to us. That's the problem with this situation. May nawala sa atin. There was no pursuit. All we do is just to play games, war games there. Yan ang mahirap eh. I'm really disturbed by how we lost this Scarborough. There will be an investigation. And if it is proven right, Maria, that is treason. That is treason.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens next, Mayor. Thank you so much. I know that we want to speak to you more, but we're being told we're hogging you. So we need to give you back to the rest of the media that wants to speak with you. But one last question, which is for the others who were critical, who were afraid of a Duterte presidency, what do you have to say to them?
It will be the interest of our nation. Everything there. And I said before, and I hope everybody listened also, I will do everything to serve the interest of the Filipino people. Even if it would cost me my life, honor, and the office of the president.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mayor Duterte. We're looking forward to speaking with you again. At this point in time, there's a comfortable lead, and it is more than 50.
We have 87% of the votes already.
87% of the votes are in, and you've got more than 39.
40, actually.
You've got 40% of it. So, good luck in the next hour or so. We'll speak to you soon, sir.